one of the biggest hits in a Wolfgang Puck show ever since Wolfgang and Chef Marion and Greg came to the shopping channel was the rice cooker, no doubt. Today, I know this has only been here once before for a little bit of an airing. I've never seen it until this evening. It is the cutest, most adorable rice cooker. And you know rice cookers from Wolfgang. They do so many more things. $24.99 in white, red, or black. 514-675 is your item number. And of course, you get the 1.5 cup with it, and you also get the spoon with it, so measuring. If any of you need rice for whatever reason, and you just wanted to have it just like that, so easy. This is so cute.
So cute. I love what Greg Carson, not my Greg Carson said, it's like we washed the big rice cooker and it shrunk in the wash, and this is what happened. But it's so cute. We are madly in love with this little item. Why? Because it actually came about because of you. You said, Wolfgang, I'm alone. It's just me. It's just my husband and I. Or my son is going off and having his own apartment or going off to school. So many of us are single now. More people in Canada are single than are married. More homes in Canada have 1 or 2 people than have more than that.
Wow,
so that's why this item is perfect. That is why it's so exciting to bring it to you, because it does everything that any other rice cooker that you have does. It just does it smaller and in a lot better way. And I can't wait to show you all the demonstrations because it does everything the other one does. It's just so sweet and so nice and the perfect size for 1 or 2.
And red is already in the lead. So I think a lot of you people that are on the phones and still waiting to pick up your Today Showstopper, the 12-piece prep set, a bowl set, red was in the lead. I think you're buying the red one here when it comes to the rice cooker. But remember, I always say, it's a nice cooker because it does so many different things. And I love that we're going to start off with the mac and cheese, probably Canada's favorite in a rice cooker from Wolfgang.
Everybody's, young and old alike, we all love it. Wolfgang Puck loves it. His children, there's nothing cuter than watching Wolfgang Puck walk through the lobby of a hotel carrying a blue and a white rice cooker in each hand with macaroni and cheese prepared for his children.
Gosh, that smells
because
so
he
good.
hates the food in the restaurant kitchens. But this is why it's so fun. It makes food simply, as simple as any other rice cooker, but it just does it better. Nice, gooey, hot macaroni and cheese. And then this, when the bowl is this clean, where you're not stuck with a lot of dirty cleanup.
Oh, but look at the measurements there, too.
Right? It's another one of those where if it's a simple recipe, you don't have to get out a lot of measuring cups and spoons. And then I love, too, Richard, when I fill up the dishwasher after a night of cooking, there's nothing worse than trying to fit that last big pot in there and going, oh, I'm going to have to hand wash it. And you finagle and you try your hardest to make it fit because you're not going to have to hand wash. This little guy is so small, it fits on the top rack right by the drinking glasses.
But it's so it's all non-stick that it's so easy to clean. It probably won't even go in the dishwasher. My rice cooker is never, that insert has never been in the dishwasher because I just let it soak just for a tiny little bit and boom, it's done.
It's so cute. It does exactly like all the big rice cooker does.
Adorable. Look
it's
at
just,
that.
ooh, and it's so hot. So this one is a one-pot meal that's so simple and easy to do, and I'm going to show you.
It's 1.5 cups. So, like you said, if you're alone, if you're prepping, a lot of people like to prep things. If you're cooking for loved ones and such, this would be great ways to, you know what, you can prep things and put them in their lock and you know, and store it away in the freezer for mom or dad or somebody that you know maybe you're looking after. Or you're thinking, you know what, that's enough for 2 meals for my lunches this week. You know?
It is. So it's a little confusing because 1.5 cups means that you could say put 1.5 cups of raw rice in there, which would turn into 3 cups of cooked rice. So it does make a nice amount. It's a nice amount for 1 or 2 people. We say 1 person that's really, really hungry or 2 average eaters. But this is a 1-pot pasta, and I'm going to show you all the ingredients that go into this. But see how it makes just a nice little meal full. Oh, I just spilled it a little bit. But it's really fast and easy. We call it one-step cooking, or everybody in the pool, we also call it, meaning all the ingredients get dumped in, press the button, and away you go. So get out your smartphones, because here's the ingredients that went into making this.
Okay.
Some veggies, in this case we chose carrots, garlic, dry pasta, we chose the little rings, which are called annalini.
Everything, even your mac and cheese, everything goes in raw. Everything goes in raw.
Pasta sauce, stock, and in this case we chose pepperoni. And in it goes, give it a stir, and then the cheese goes on at the end. So you saw we added a little bit of mozzarella cheese to the top of that. But it's 20 to 25 minutes. Away you go. It's so simple. And this is the best part. So many appliances that you get, you look at it and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to carve out a whole evening to read the manual. And then I'm going to have to study the DVD, and I'm going to put it away in a box and maybe haul it out later. It's intimidating, right?
It is.
Well, watch this one. You add the ingredients, you give it a little stir, you put on your lid. These little tabs come up and lock it in place, and this is how you turn it on. See this button right here? this is what you do. You press down to cook. And that's it. And when it's done cooking, it knows to automatically kick up to warm. And it stays there till you unplug it.
Now, if you're looking for some recipes, I want to bring this up because a lot of you, every time you've shopped with Chef Marion and she brings a recipe or one of her cookbooks with us,
This is
always
number
sells out.
21.
This is number 21. And I'm just going to quickly give you the item number. It's 5560. This one here. So I just want, okay, we'll show you the graphic for that one here. Okay, we'll show this one here because there it is, $19.99. So do not miss out on this one here.
So this
It's a
one was
phenomenal
written
buy.
for this little baby rice cooker,
Okay.
but it also has recipes. Every recipe has a chart inside for you to use all the other sizes that Wolfgang has made,
okay.
or your favorite rice cooker. It
No
does not have
way.
to be Wolfgang Puck's.
21
But this will give
cookbooks.
you all the ideas. The macaroni and cheese that you just saw, that exact one pot pasta is in here. All the recipes that you see us make are in this cookbook.
Okay.
I had so much fun writing it for you.
It would be so much fun. And you know what? They always sell out. I'm going to tell you that right now. So I'm just going to put that right there because I'm going to bring it up again. All right, coming up next, everybody, we're going to make actually some rice.
Yeah. So remember we talked about 1.5 cups of rice that turns into 3? This is what that looks like exactly. This is 1.5 cups of basmati rice that
That's
we
why I
cooked
can
in
smell
this.
it. It's so fragrant. Yeah.
And it turns into 3 cups. So you can see it's nice and full, but it's fluffy. It's perfectly cooked. And it's actually quite a nice amount of rice. For such a small vessel, it makes a nice amount.
Now, can I
Enough
freeze
for leftovers.
rice when it's cooked like
Rice
that?
freezes beautifully.
Oh,
In fact,
okay.
you all need to know that because having cooked rice is one step closer to getting a quick and delicious meal on the table.
Look at that. That's a lot of
But
rice.
see, it's nice. It's really nice. It's not sticky. It's not gooey. It's perfectly cooked. None of it is crunchy. It's exactly
I
as
couldn't
it
eat
should
all
be.
that in one meal. I mean, that would definitely be 2 meals.
I think
for
so,
me.
right?
So
Like for-
very easily. Now, whether
For
if
Greg
you-
and I, this would be probably 4. But yeah, 4 people.
So there you go. I mean, there's enough for if you're cooking for 4 even. But it's 1.5 cups, but it makes 3 cups. It is the sweetest look. It's $24.99. Everybody, 514675 is your item number. Black, white, and red. And remember, you're getting the spoon, you're getting the measuring cup with it. You get everything you need. And I hope you're still picking up Chef Marion's wonderful rice cooker cookbook. That's her number 21. But it does everything and anything that you want it to do.
It does everything the big one does. It just
Yeah.
does it easily. But when did you have an appliance where all you had to do was push one button down to cook and it automatically went to keep warm? So how does it do that? It has a sensor in the bottom that I'll show you in a minute that's set on the temperature that liquids boil. That temperature happens to be 212 degrees Fahrenheit. So most foods have liquid. Well, all foods
Right,
that we
yep.
make like this have some sort of liquid
Right,
in them.
right.
And then once once the liquid has been absorbed into the food, the temperature starts to climb because there's no more liquid, right? So once the temperature starts to climb, the rice cooker automatically, as soon as it hits 1 degree higher, kicks up to keep warm. So this is that sensor. It's a little button on the bottom. So when the cooker is in it, it presses it down. When you press cook, it goes down. But it automatically pops up. It's spring-loaded. It automatically pops up when the temperature starts to climb. That's how it cooks your food perfectly without overcooking, without burning it, without making a mess in your kitchen. And that's another reason why
And then it just warms it.
it keeps warm. But warm is 180 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's nice and hot, actually.
That is actually.
But what's so cute watching Wolfgang Puck carry one of each of these to his children is he said, you know, I let them have the Easy Bake Oven, the one that we get for children that cooks with a light bulb when they're really little, because their daddy's a chef. Of course they're going to want that. And then he felt okay with them going into the microwave.
Right.
But all the other appliances like the stove, things like that, he wasn't ready to let them
No.
try it. But this is the next thing that he let them use. So if you have elderly that you're worried about being
Oh, in
around
dorms,
appliances,
apartments.
this is perfect.
This is, right now, I mean, we've already christened our summer weekend. We have already had that 2-4 weekend. May 18th was our long weekend. A lot of you want to have this up at the cottage. A lot of you want to have this in your RV. A lot of you want to have this in your trailer and about your campsite. Just plug it in and away you go. It's that simple.
So this is in the book, and if you only got it to make this, you will say thank you. This we call easy crust quiche. So if you look on the bottom, it's a slice of bread that we butter and put on the bottom.
way.
And then you just put in any kind of egg mixture that you would like. It could be the egg white substitute that you buy in your market. It could be whole eggs that you beat. Whatever leftovers are in your fridge. In this case, we found some ham and some cheese and a little bit of broccoli. We stirred it in, pressed the bread in. I'm going to show you how to make it.
I love that
It's
you don't
really easy.
waste anything.
Well,
It's
you know
true.
what?
It's
We
called
pay a
clean out
lot
the
of money
crisper.
for our groceries.
Yeah.
It's really good to use them all. In fact, the name of the game, saving money in your kitchen, is keeping it out of the
Okay,
garbage
look at-
can.
A little piece of, look at that.
This is so bread that we put a little bit of butter on, and watch, it goes in buttered, so I'm just putting it in the empty vessel. press it in buttered side down. Press it
Butter
all the way to the
side
bottom.
Down. See, I hope you're taping this show, everybody.
And then here's your egg mixture. So eggs, cheese, ham, and broccoli is what we found. Right on top. Close the lid, press cook. And in about 25 minutes,
That's
you've
a great
got
brunch
a
recipe.
cutest little, oops, wrong color. Oh well, because it doesn't matter. Put the lid on, press cook, and that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, walk away.
Walk away till it's done. We have a minute remaining, everybody. Very busy on this. I'm going to be recapping in just a moment, but don't go anywhere. We still have another full hour of Wolfgang Puck here with Chef Marion. What did you just make?
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf for two.
Oh my God. See, now this would be perfect for freezing for those loved ones that you're cooking for. It could be a mom, a dad, an aunt, or an uncle that you're looking after. Brilliant.
It's so easy. You know what? And if you're only one person, you're never going to turn on that oven and preheat it to make a meatloaf.
Yeah,
you're
no.
never going to go to the trouble. But when you get it, just mix it up and then put it right in your rice cooker. You'll do that. And we get the best emails from people saying, you know what? I'm alone now. My husband died or my wife died. I'm all alone now.
Right,
And
right.
I've stopped cooking because it wasn't very fun to cook for just one person, but not anymore. This is scallop potatoes that we made in the rice cooker. So
die
that's why you want to get two. I'm telling you, meatloaf in one, scallop potatoes in the
And
other.
that meatloaf, and Jill, our wonderful director, she just noticed, she said when we had a close-up of it, she says, I've never seen a meatloaf that moist.
Oh, and
They're
that's
so
the secret. It is
moist.
so beautiful because it's in that sealed environment. It is that moist without having to add a lot of fat. It's nice and moist.
Those potatoes, look at those
And here's why you,
potatoes.
oh, they're delicious. You got to try them. This is why you want leftover rice because homemade rice pudding is amazing. This is in the book. It's so easy. It's a little bit of rice, milk, sugar. It can be sweetener of one that you, if you need to have one that's non-caloric, that's fine too. This is some raspberry sauce that we're adding. But it's so good. It's so creamy and smooth,
love
and people don't
raisins and
make it
cinnamon.
anymore.